I have a feeling that this summer never ends. I'm from Serbia. Fucking glitch screen on the main menu. You need to alt tab like 3 times for this to appear. You can see it well, but for me it's glitching on the left screen until I alt tab a few times. Odakle si, Slavče? Makedonac? Znači, komšija. Biggest map in the history. I don't know. We're about to find out. This is from my guide, by the way. This is how it looks like. The guide that I just released on my YouTube channel. All of this saves. A lot of work. Less work than for Act 1. Okay, for Act 1, it was all of this. Where is it? Ah, this is Act 1. Saves, manual saves from Act 1. For the guide. Now you compare, it starts from here. All the way up. Till it's done. And this is Act 2. So Act 1 is like twice bigger in terms of mini dungeons, main map and so on, like twice bigger. How is what Act 2 compared to Act 1 is the so far the best act in a game. No question. And it's probably gonna remain the best act in a game. Judging by how the game is going downhill after Act 1, I don't see final act better than Act 1. I really don't see it. Even though I'm about to play it for the first time, I just don't see it happening. Act 1 is polished, it was in early access, it was tested the most. Okay, even the combat is most balanced over there. Act 2, everything goes downhill. Probably in Act 3, it's gonna go downhill even further. But let's see.
On my way.
Will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Let me work my magic.
Why did the journal got updated? Was I supposed to speak with Shadowheart? Quickly. Typical Larian game. You know, it's a bit different, I think, in Divinity Original Sin 1. Divinity Original Sin 1 just keeps getting better. Divinity Original Sin 2, good Act 1, great Act 2, then it goes downhill on the Nameless Isles, and then Arcs. In vanilla version, it was worse than Nameless Isles. In Definitive Edition, Arcs is better than Nameless Isle. So the game goes, okay, up and down, Divinity Original Sin 2. Progressively, the game gets better in Divinity Original Sin 1. And in Baldur's Gate 3, it progressively gets worse. We'll see if I'm right, though. I might be wrong, it might be better. But I doubt.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
In Divinity Original Sin 2, best act was Reaper's Coast. Yeah, Reaper's Coast is amazing. Like, really amazing. Full with great encounters. Challenging encounters as well. If you don't know what you're doing on a first run, on Tactician they're challenging. They get easy once you know what to do. But in Baldur's Gate 3 it gets easy and easy and easier and easier. Even if you don't know what's coming up and you don't know what to do, it's easy. In Divinity it's the other story. Act 1 in Divinity was the most polished one, same like in Baldur's Gate 3, Act 1. It was packed, smaller, and polished to perfection. Okay. And then again, I still believe that the best Act 1 in CRPG gaming history is Kenabres in Breath of the Righteous. By far. By far. The best freaking act that I played in my life in a video game is Kenabres. Best balanced. Out of the ball. Can we use Shar's followers to track down your parents?
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
What should we be looking for?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home.
Are you worried about Cazador finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
You really think you can beat him?
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Shares's caress. Voss will be waiting.
Shares's caress.
Invocote!
What do you mean the game will be 9 out of 10 in 2 years from now? It's already 10 out of 10, judging by the most media and casual players. The game is already 10 out of 10, and it's sold like it's 11 out of 10. Okay. Reality is, it's... I don't even know what score I would give. I need to finish. I would say something between 8 and 9 out of 10 is the reality. Maybe the most realistic score right now from what I've seen is like 8.5 out of 10. I mean, everyone is praising the game. It has to be 10 out of 10, eh?
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should...
I wonder how the game will work here. It looks like there's a lot of details. This is gonna be a mess. Dear God, man. Dear God. I don't know. I need to finish the game, then I can speak about the score.
Color me curious.
It has to be a dig spot. Yeah. The first good dig spot I've seen with the actual loot. That's a lot of NPCs, man. That's a lot. This Act 3 is gonna take forever, man. "30 FPS, by the way.
Excuse me.
30
I can't
FPS.
find my mum.
What did you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Take some coins, kid.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
What's the point of this?
This will come in handy.
Rivington.
On it.
Raise all waypoints. It erased all waypoints. No going back.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
I know, Betrayal, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Can't talk. I'm sorry.
Everyone deserves a chance to make some coin.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
Let's take a piss 1 second.
Seeing that for days.
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult,
Just cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
it's not my problem now, is it?
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
What do you get out of this?
Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it?
You want for supper.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some
Treats your
coin.
tummy can handle.
Stay back.
Stay back. You're in my house.
The house was empty.
Provoked. The child was poking, prodding them while they were trying to work.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire.
Seeing that
Catchy,
for
right?
days. My feet hurt.
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper.
If you don't get out of there,
Tummy can handle.
I'm going to have to make you.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get your thugs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult,
Enough to organize the house. Madame Lucretius is very
What do you get out of this?
well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, Betrayal, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for
Nowhere
supper.
else to go, you
All
heartless
the
sod.
treats your tummy can handle.
my problem now, is it?
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
Prevruć. On je normalno koliko je to. Čo? Zašto si ovde, žućo? Žućo!
All the treats your tummy can handle.
10 kilograms cat.
What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to make you.
Oh yeah? Gonna get your dogs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on
Grob.
You'll be in a big...
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna.
Why are you so scared?
Why are you so nosy?
Is Yana mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
May I pet you?
Please don't.
Do you know what happened to Yana's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Certainly.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
What's wrong with that name?
There now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to make you.
Oh yeah? Gonna get your dogs to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult,
Everything you want for supper.
What do you get out of this?
Let me belly over.
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
I'm not paid to talk. If you want something, speak to Zenobia.
Jeez, my feet hurt.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Denuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
The army of the Absolute is mere days away and you're bickering over property ownership.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's...
If I hate something in this game, it's auto perception, auto insight checks during conversation. If I fucking hate something, then it's that.
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to make you.
The place was empty.
If you want us to get our...
This is my home. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contract.
Thank God it's not a minute loading, it's like 15 seconds, but still. I guess for a lot of people it's a full minute of load.
If you want us to get our...
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern.
The squatters disappear for half as much as the latter rest. Seem to be a little on edge, are you alright?
Wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers?
Oh my, I need to make a decision. How are you live and let live, and I'll let you live in return. No difficulty classes. Of course.
Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
There's a new sheriff in town. Over my dead body.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Zenobia dog. She's a dog. Scarpers. This is my decision. I won't pay up to fucking criminals. As I said, there's a new sheriff in town.
Let's find some prey.
Let's finish this.
I'm gonna go for Gale. Quite sure of it. I growth on 6 targets. Not today. Let's.
It doesn't.
Ночью.
I will ascend. It's a bard. Save. Bard. Ding! Why you scorched the body, man? I can't you speak with a bit? That sucks.
Concentrate. way.
Taste my fury.
Come on. Come on, man.
With haste.
Let's go. Now they see me.
Have to focus. Have to keep going.
And you miss him 5 times in a row.
You bow or you break.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Cantrip. Just so we make clear how they made the game. Okay. Cantrip just dealt 27. Cold cantrip. While Cone of Cold, a level 6 spell, dealt 26. 27 on a cantrip, 26 of Cone of Cold.
Seek and you shall find me.
You can destroy.
Right.
You're going to hire another refugee. Just like that. Cooking, construction, possibilities are endless.
He's in a weird dog.
Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Just a brief respite.
Breeds madness.
Well, hello.
The air is ripe with magic.
Now, what happened here, man? Property quest. Let's see inside.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
How did you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs.
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. That might be worth it, though. Get through this.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
So huge down.
Without Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
Nothing but dirt. Nothing but dirt. Nothing interesting buried here.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be really fancy. You'll see.
Not a problem.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
Taş pamphlet. I mean, what's the point when they already discovered who the villain is? What's the point?
Don't touch me. Easy.
Charmed, I'm sure.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
This game, it needs a lot of life of quality improvements and mods. It really does.
That way.
Hells. Are those tremors?
An earthquake, perhaps. Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
Damn it, man, there was really an earthquake.
I was sure we were about to be affected. We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
What lives under the Baldur's Gate?
Watch your back. Oh, for...
You have my attention.
Arthur Gregorian love story. Her ample bosoms fluttered like dove's fingers, brushing against his nails. The very ends of his moustache stood to attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes. No doubt this was love. Fuck off. Blue outfit, splendid.
Right away.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Basement key.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. We'll get through this. Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
We can go down a hatch, but maybe it's better to explore and then go down. Or I just finish with this and I need to dismiss scratch.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
I'll come back late. Let's explore.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire.
It reminds me of the first town in Divinity Original Sin 1, this place. What is it, dog?
Nothing but dirt. Nothing. Nothing interesting buried here. Let's have a peek inside.
Nothing interesting buried here.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Still decent folk about.
How delicious. Simple.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
What's that?
It shall be done.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Forthwith.
Careful, I bite. Let's crack it open.
Your desire.
Something over there.
Yes.
Ultimate strength.
Someone there?
Direct me.
lost in thought.
What now?
You've seen much of the...
One with the weave.
Trust no one.
There is no combine. I thought I might give to the book, but no.
To new horizons.
That area's done. With the middle part.
Grunch isn't looking so good, Neil. I know, but we need to get into the city. Can't leave Grunch behind, though.
If I was a Sharan lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
It's a fine looking hound.
Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it?
Sit.
Sit? Really? No. No, that just won't do.
Griselda?
Look, I know you're not gonna say it, so you might as well be on your way. Amma? Oh, goodness! You said it! Wondrous day! I am a good dog. You can come back. I like you.
Larian keeps presenting dogs like idiots in a game.
Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Perfect. No notes. Oh. What a tease. I can't believe it.
What a tease when you leave.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
We're farmers, Chris. What are we gonna do in the city?
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
With silver tongue.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
little sin stays. Biscotti.
An order.
Salt offered cold shoulder in city. Baldur's news. Edward Needle, editor-in-chief. Citizens must come first, claims Gortash. Crackdown on kind crews destabilizes underworld. This gala celebrates recruiting season. Waterdeep wades through red tape over sending aid.
Then I guess you better get well. And soon.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers.
With farmers,
so don't
Chris.
make trouble.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will.
Really?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
You're Sharan, aren't you? From Shadowheart's cloister.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
See what happens when we let Shadowheart handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, and seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
What are we gonna do in this...
Shadowheart is stupid.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I'll make one guide once I'm done with the game. I won't make separate guides for all classes because I don't feel like I want to waste time like that. Okay, the game is way too easy. I'll just make one hour guide about the game and how you should play, and that's about it. But to go in detail with every stupid class, I mean, I would if there was the difficulty and if you would need all of those spells and min-maxing and so on. I really would, but there is no need, basically. The only, my opinion, the only guide that people need about this game might be in the first 3 to 5 levels. So from level 1 to level 5, let's say. After level 5, it really doesn't matter anymore. You can play as level 5 till the very end of the game, easily. I would wait, because the hardest difficulty mod is still very early. I believe there's gonna be a good hardest difficulty mod in like a year or two from now. So if I would make a guide by some difficulty mod right now, that you get changed like 10 times along the way. Okay. And I would rather wait a year, 2 years from now, and then make something properly. There is no need, basically. I'll create content, but I just won't be min-maxing because there is no need. This game will receive DLCs, will receive big patches, will receive additional content, new encounters, I guess. They probably gonna balance it a bit as well, and then comes the mods and so on. So if I waste my time right now to create guides for different builds, all of that can be outdated in less than 2 months. So why would I waste time? Because of clicks? No. I'll make something that's gonna last forever. Like I'm doing it right now with maps. I believe that it's gonna last forever. Even if they change something, I got videos and I switch what's changed and I re-upload. Okay, less work. And I just focus on the things that changed.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Young lady. I just lost someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually the hell. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of
Urge
disgust
Shadowheart to lie.
Of course not. A cover to throw our enemies off the scent. I suppose you weren't deemed important enough to be informed of the plan.
That would have been fine deception in most cases. But your lying tongue cannot mask the empty pit in your spirit. She truly has abandoned you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all.
Instead of these scruffy outlanders.
What I'll do, I'll explain everything, okay? And I won't make builds to tell you, hey, play this Paladin build, or play this Rogue build, or go for the Assassin because it's like the most OP class, or I don't know, play Warlock Wizard combo, you know. I won't do that type of video. I will teach you what every spell does, how and when to use it, and all the stats and what it means here, okay? When you hover over everything, what does it mean? How does the game count? What's advantage? What's disadvantage? How you trigger advantage or disadvantage? Okay, and so on. That's basic stuff. And then people will be able to play on their own and create builds how they like. Instead of focusing on, you know, one straight line build from level 1 to level 12. Basically, I hate doing that, telling people how to play. You should invent your own stuff while you play. You should have freedom of inventing how you wanna play. You wanna play as a wizard, warlock, sword combo, play it, man. It's important that you know what every spell does. And what are the rules. That's the only important thing. Everything else is whatever. Clickbaits, classic clickbaits. Bullshit. The game can get some patches and so on. In 2 months from now, all of those builds will be invalid. What will you do then?
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese. Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm actually not a Baldurian.
Oh, now I've heard you speak. That's very apparent. Please, stop wasting my time.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees.
I agree, there are nearly enough folk helping the refugees.
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
Now you can speak like this. You take up a lemon in your mouth and you say, "Oh, Baldurians, we don't know how to talk."
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really
Okay, Sean Connery, okay.
Agents of the Absolute. Mark my words.
You think all of the refugees are hardcore absolutists. How can you use a term, Larian, a term hardcore in a CRPG, in a high fantasy setting that has nothing to do with planet Earth? How can you use a term hardcore? I guess they have to have Pornhub in Baldur's Gate when they connect on the internet.
There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
The main problem that I see with the game and with the writers, basically, not only in Larian, in a lot of companies, they don't realize that they create a world that has nothing to do with planet Earth. And without terms and so on. You need to use specific words. You can't use words like fucking hardcore in a high fantasy game. It doesn't belong there. It's fucking stupid. It's weird. And it's a testimony to bad writing. It's a disaster. Zero brain.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Dear God, man, in this Baldur's Gate 3. We got sex agenda, green agenda, refugees agenda. Hardcore agenda.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Instead of being a high fantasy game, it's a fucking agenda. What can you do?
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Yeah, the entire game is covered in slang. Slang should not exist in a CRPG.
I'm paid
Way
to
too
take
much.
down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Carla is cringe as fuck. Yeah.
Donations?
Carla is like an epitome of how the world stands right now. An epitome of it. I'll take a donation, please. I'll make a donation. Donations for what?
Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
I'd like to take donations to the barn myself. Donate gold, 500.
Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
Why would you disapprove, Astarion and Lae'zel? Why would you fucking disapprove? The game is parody, the game is comedy, okay? Classic comedy. Agenda comedy.
Donations? Do you know, if you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Holy shit with these checks.
Well, if you must, I suppose it...
And don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
I got you.
Nestor, eh?
Step by step.
Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the manip says so...
Me too. She's all right.
To take down troublemakers, so don't make...
I don't know, people. I need to finish the game. I just need to finish the game, then I'll know what to think about it. It goes downhill the more you play, it goes downhill. First act is fine. NPCs and your companions, they don't try to fuck you in the ass. Better constructed fights, it's a better balanced game. Less of an agenda. Less of crap basically, and better writing. That's Act 1, but then it really goes downhill with everything.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was so big.
Where you from?
Elturel. It wasn't near as big as the gate, even before half of it burned up in the hells. Wait, I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck, because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Wanna see?
Tell me these items aren't stolen from the goods donated to the refugees.
Don't be a goose. They couldn't be. Bloody flaming fists are guarding that barn like it was a bank. But even if they were liberated from the barn, all profits go to the refugees anyway. So it's legit, right?
Show me.
Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look.
While wearing the amulet, you jump. Flying speed increases by 1.5 meter. While polymorphed or wild shape, you also gain featherfall. Through it. You can polymorph into Raven and fly. Martial bravery. Your weapon and unarmed attacks deal additional 2 damage while surrounded by 2 or more foes. This ability, potions, arrows. Heroism. Beh.
Stay away from.
Stay away from trapped chests. Why would you say that? Why on earth would you say something like that?
Indubitably.
Otto's irresistible dance. When you compare, these are ultra graphics, okay. Also, the Sect 3 is really, you can tell it's done the last. These are ultra graphics. Compare the backgrounds and environments of Act 1 to Act 3. This looks like Dragon Age Origins. Look at this, for example, like Sirius Sam. Okay, these are Sirius Sam hills. This part. And this as well. Look at this, how bad it is over there. Compared to the game that really looks impressive during Act 1. Look at this. This is a disaster. You can tell they were doing it the last. The game needed to be like at least 1 to 2 more years in development. Easily the dog did not detect the chest here. Now he detected once I dug it out. I had a feeling that there's something here because it was an empty barrack. There was nothing inside.
Always shop.
Ah, excellent choice. Of course.
Now, is it the game of the year? 99% sure that everyone will pronounce Baldur's Gate 3 as the game of the year. 99% sure. I don't even know what game of the year I would pick for 2023, to be honest. There's still more to go for the game of the year. And I really don't know what game I would pick. If I had to pick the game of the year now from all the games that came out, yes, Baldur's Gate is the largest game out of them all. And it is probably the game of the year, but it could have been better. Way much better. What game I enjoyed the most in 2023? Darkest Dungeon 2 by far. By far. Acquisition bar.
A word.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
Better 50 hours of quality than 150 hours of shit. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, the game is at its best when you speak with animals. By far, the game is at its best when you speak with animals. Have you seen anything interesting while you've been here?
Oh, folk come, folk go. It's a little dull, to be frank. The room next door has rather reeked of late, though. And that's coming from me.
You see what I talk about? The best jokes are with animals, man.
Salutations.
And Pig says that something stinks, it really stinks.
I hear you've been given permission to be here. You best not piss away Man at Nestor's good graces. I hear Worms Rock Prison is rather cold this time of year.
They dropped the ball in F3. Patient chest.
Neither seen nor heard with ease.
Oh, I have the magic touch. May it please, Mistra. A trap. So much for the art of hospitality.
What is it?
Investigate suspicious stories.
Your arms would be so snug.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself!
How do you know? How do you know? It's not a problem to fight. How do you know? And what's even worse, they stop you in the middle of that thing where those toys speak or whatever the hell they're doing.
Moving.
Let's get into the shadows.
Oi! What in Helm's most holy name are you doing here, citizen?
Didn't I give permission to be here? The fuck? I was given permission outside of this freaking barn.
Step quick.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself!
Get the fuck out, you got 40 HP.
Christine is pretty strong. Can't she help out a bit more?
Now, mind your tongues.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Who's that rummaging? You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest.
It also skips the conversation.
Christine is pretty strong. Can't she help out a bit more?
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so...
Oi! What in Helm's most holy name are you doing here, citizen?
Wanted to see what's inside this barn.
And I just want to see what Manet Nestor has to say.
Manip Nestor. But is it a Gale?
Got ya! Too slow!
What? With you and then
Halt, citizen! This is a restricted area.
Oh my god.
Explain yourself. Funny enough for me to take you to Manip.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest.
Some toy bears rigged to explode. I disarmed them.
What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to... How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Salutations. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
How did it work?
Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
I think it worked. Well, keep the save like this because I think it worked. Finally. Weird shit.
Such a thing.
Not everyone's.
I got that the music box!
Is yours, it seems.
Yeah, they got 40 HP. I could fart and kill them all. But that's not a point.
Who would do such a thing?
Lovely day, this. For now. Let's explore.
Plenty of those explosives.
Trapped to injured.
Salutate.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
A little discourse.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
Some kids are gonna roll.
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
there a point?
I guess we could call our lives a lot. I'm not leaving him here. Not for any reason. We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah. Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
I wonder right now of how this could have been done. You enter, they want you make refugees agenda, okay, make refugees agenda, you speak with 2 or 3, and before you wanna enter, boom, absolute attacks, and you got combat everywhere, and okay, and you have fun. But no, let's make pointless conversations everywhere.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
How you get wounded?
Some goblin cultists were about to stumble on where those 2 bright boys were hiding. So I just kind of drew their attention. The bright boys got away, but I took a hit killing those gobos. And it's taken its time healing. Thanks for asking, though. Don't worry about my...
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
You're no son.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
What's the idea?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends, and I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more. Yes?
Very well.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
I bet somebody drank it, Ma.
Probably the worst area I've seen in a game is this one.
Sauce. I put mine.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
It's like someone else did this area. Like it wasn't the save devs from Act 1.
Can't leave Grunch behind me. God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her.
Like literally someone else did it.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Cookware, Mother Mona.
Again. Garen, you know the room. We cook, your wife cleans.
Oh, it's only a couple of pots. I'll do.
Why, Larian? Why? That's what I would like to know. Why? Why all of this?
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
pass through, but I'm a water-deep man at heart.
A word of advice, then. You might not get as warm a welcome as in days gone by. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
You know what's Baldur's Gate in reality? It's European Union. It's just waiting to explode. With refugees. It's waiting to pop. That's what Baldur's Gate is right now. Anything I can do to ease these people's burden.
I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire.
Ha! What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. People here have gone soft, living behind the city walls, forgotten what it's like to live one day from destruction. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say?
You're a monster. I'm reporting you to your commanding officer.
Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Something is awfully wrong.
So, you're the lick spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So, Orin's a shapeshifter. That should make things interesting.
The first thing that actually happened on this map is this. That I can say it was fine.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when
I
we
set
needed
him free.
most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
No, you always smell.
Dear God.
Yeah, I know. I'll feel
What has Larian done?
no matter where we were.
I wonder how she did it. I mean, Karis was always filthy. It's only a couple like us.
I'll do it.
Let's talk with everyone here.
Here we are, Griselda. Make trouble.
Quite empty.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
You'll be in a big...
What do you get out of this?
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can
Everyone
handle.
deserves the chance to make some coin.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
All the treats your tummy can handle.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back.
Robes will get dirty.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
No honor among snakes. The path less traveled.
With haste.
This part now. I hope I didn't miss something. There's way too many NPCs.
How many red caps?
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone. Just told you. The investment to get me started.
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
What's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Why were these particular redcaps caged?
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
What the fuck? Are they for real? A ghoul is a clown.
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
I want to see Dribbles, but I don't like the monster at the door. The monster thing is scary.
From what dimension did you came from into Baldur's Gate, man?
Thanks.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
You tamed the ghoul.
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
The circus.
He never travels without his friends.
The circus will wait. For now.
Refugees traveling alone, or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city, and you don't take kindly to.
I'm not supposed to talk to outsiders.
Great! Another bloody outsider! You lot are coming out of the walls, aren't you?
They stick to the refugee camp, outsider.
Zol said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
I can do that.
If you're after a job,
Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
You look like you need to clean off the road, Dad. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water and a tub on this side of the crossing, though.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since water.
I guess they wanted to address some Neverwinter nights with this part, but it's not done well.
Got camp bits and bobs from Dampelon's dancing acts.
I have excellent supplies potions.
You can't get in trouble for Tress for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the ginny, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us.
Oh my god.
You wanna see the dryad or the ginny? Ginny are scary. What about dribbles? I heard there's a new show with Buddy the dog.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards.
Bet you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if... Don't have the coin to get into the city. Don't have the strength to face another 10-day on...
This is the third time in the last 10 days.
Something to do with the army about to invade the city. There's more than one way to skin a trusted.
Don't wander around Rivington alone, all right? My husband did and got mugged and beaten for his trouble.
Are you all right? Can I help you? Oh, bloody ribs. Sorry, mate. Had a run-in with a mugger. If you need something, ask the missus.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Don't know about wands, but everything Master Gildra forges is magic. He's a master craftsman. See for yourself.
Stake and shield. Barbarian outfit. Reduces incoming damage. Very good on Astarion for sneak attacks. Divinity get far better itemization than this. Far better itemization. And I mean it. Like 3 times better.
Want more?
I mean, this is the final act. Look at the garbage. Everything's garbage.
We'll find a way into the city. You have my word.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Not this again.
Angle iron blades are extremely sharp, obviously, and will cut you if mishandled. You have been warned.
Will help. You'll see.
Hey, don't be fussing over me.
Keep your gold close, and you'll.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Survive. That'll be the end of it. Don't make things worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Let's see what they're failing here. I don't even think that it's better than Breath of the Righteous. This is like 3 to 4 times worse game than Breath of the Righteous, to be honest. But it's unfair to compare to Breath.
What's that?
I also believe that Divinity is better. Both Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 are better than Baldur's Gate 3. Especially now when I've seen Act 3. Especially now.
Steel Watch want me to stop to them.
Those machines will form a circle. The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late.
Baldur's Gate 3 is in the top 10 CRPGs ever created. And I would put it on 7th, 8th spot. I believe Pillars of Eternity 1 is better, Breath is better, Kingmaker is better, Dragon Age Origins is better, Baldur's Gate 2 is better. Divinity, both Divinity games are better.
And the gods don't give a damn about it.
All of those games do combat better, balancing better, itemization is better, leveling is better. In all of those games. Than in Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 has graphics and choices and consequences, and that's about it. That's where it's the best. Now, there's a lot of woke shit in a game that I just can't justify. Now it's getting cringe.
The cult could raise this place to the ground.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a beg.
The cult could raise this place to the ground. The Absolute Army will be here any day.
How can this be your mummy? Okay, whatever.
Those machines.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out.
I guess you came out straight from Tokyo, inside Faerun. You teleported out of Tokyo.
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Corps couriers. Their service is appalling.
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post. What did the postmaster say? Danzo, isn't it?
My overall rating for the game is getting lower and lower the more I make progress in Sec 3.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fists, right?
I should go straight to the source.
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
What? Is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt?
You're such a scaredy cat.
It will be safe in the wilds. Alright?
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
So long as it comes with a very generous discount.
My weapons are a bargain at any price. I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
Depends who I'm killing, how much they pissed me off. I call on the weave.
Come, we're all friends here. No need to pretend you don't like to twist the knife. And when you kill someone, what do you feel?
Why you need to know this?
Call it professional curiosity. Now tell me, how does killing make you feel? Good answer. To kill is the closest thing to knowing the power of the gods themselves. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks, and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She toys with us like a tressing with a pigeon. But to what end?
Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
You were attacked by a doppelganger. She was impersonating me.
Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
Let me check. You get the fuck out, you fucking game.
Fixed on supplies. Sound off.
Got camp bits and bobs from Dan.
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you blood. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
I'll play as Dark Urge with mods once they patch and optimize the game. I won't play it immediately. After I'm done with this run, of course.
Are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
You! I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
Well, dice. And I can't score over 20.
Are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
Got camp bits and bobs from Dan.
You! Try attacking me when we back. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
Dice. I would get it if DC was 30, but 20.
At the ready.
tell you now. You'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
200 XP.
What do you want now?
Great.
Then go down to the bloody shop. I've got work to do.
Let's explore. Easy enough.
Sealed shut from the other side. I wonder where it leads.
Let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Always ready.
They're damn near chomping at the bit.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they only gave
For fire, if nothing else.
Fresh new drinks,
Where'd you keep this, I say? I think it's been freshened enough.
Savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages.
They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
The chickens here.
Nothing interesting buried here.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Back off! I found these apples.
Jesus Christ, man.
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made. Now it's mush.
Nothing.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep?
No use digging here.
God, I can practically smell it.
Nothing interesting buried here.
Shut it. Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
Interesting.
Man, I'm nearly level 11.
Who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. We have no good choices.
What will we do? There are so few of us left.
Our strength was never numbers. You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
Ulma.
My pleasure.
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey valdisk durovna. Frey vald iskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize.
That way.
It is only right to exterminate it.
Yes, of course.
Nothing left will do.
Recht Frey.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's not. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters, just like the one you met in the Hag Swamp.
Im orak nete krasin nektra.
So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
If you want to throw him on the fire, I'll support. What do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
What business is this of yours?
For those your friend stole from us, it is a matter of life and death. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
You owe them revenge, Astarion.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
I did not click on anyone.
Certainly.
Our dead fought well. They died well.
They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack?
What a day.
I share your fear.
Like a
We cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
Let's prowl. Quick and quiet.
Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if we fail, who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. We have no good choices.
What will we do? There are so few of us left.
Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught. No harm done. Safe for any.
But how? God damn with them looking through fucking walls. Man. One second. Oh.
We let emotion cloud our judgment.
No.
Should we
Then we should end
fortify
it
the
on our
camp?
terms, not hiding
Wait
in
for the
fear.
vampires to strike here?
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like our chances.
And if our
So
children
we should
still
do nothing.
live,
Just wait
what
for
will
the
happen
next
to them
wave.
if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if we fail, who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. We have no good choices.
What will we do? There are so few of us left.
Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
Oof. No, I won't watch it, Robbie. I don't have time. I want to finish with Baldur's Gate, make some videos about it, and I want to play Blasphemous 2. That's the plan.
Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like our
I got knows when that's gonna happen.
Spread like locusts.
Do not stand here and wait.
to new horizons.
And if our children still live,
Time for discretion.
what will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
On the hunt.
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same.
Let's go.
We have no good choices.
What's left?
Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
I'll destroy every last bloodsucker. I swear it.
There'll always be more. They
No
spread
rest for the
like
wicked, I
locusts.
see. The path less traveled.
So we should do nothing.
Should we
Just
fortify
wait
the
for
camp?
the next wave.
Wait for the vampires to strike here?
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like our chances.
That looks nice.
Who will stand between them and the innocent?
Almost like a grove.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or joint in need of a little grease.
Speaking of grease, are there any sausage
Nothing
rolls
interesting
left?
buried here.
Will there be something here to dig out? Tremors again. Under the windmill. It's under the windmill.
help you? This is a private picnic.
Up for debate?
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.